Guys, I messed up. I messed up. You know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say. But I've lost the footage to the reaction for episode 3 of This Is Us. I meant to be uploading this to Patreon tomorrow, and I was getting ready to get it rendered and thrown up on there in preparation for tomorrow. And I think I deleted it off my camera when I started doing Vikings this morning, which I'm so annoyed about. This hasn't happened in years. Me losing some footage by accident. I think the last show it happened to is like How to Get Away with Murder or something, like season 3 of that. It was a long time ago, but I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. What I thought we could do is I'll screen record the episode very quickly, and I'll just run through my kind of thoughts that I had during the episode. But look, it wasn't thankfully, it wasn't like the best episode of This Is Us that's ever happened or anything like that. So, as crap as it is, if it was to happen with any episode, I mean, there were other episodes I would have preferred it to have happened to, because this was still like a really good episode, but it wasn't like it had big reveals going on or anything like that, which is kind of nice. I don't know, the one silver lining, I guess. But yeah, I'm really sorry about that. We'll screen record, and I'll, like I say, this doesn't happen. The last time this happened was maybe three and a half years ago. So I'm usually very, very careful before I remove things off the camera. But I've just checked, and I can't find This Is Us episode 3 anywhere on my computer. So that sucks, and I'm sorry for it. But I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. So now I just really nice. Oh yeah, I need to be extra careful again now. So like I say, I'm usually careful every day, and I thought I had it. Maybe I misread the numbers or something. I don't know, but I really thought it was already on my computer, and it wasn't. So yeah, we'll screen record. Just give me a second. Yeah, we'll just scroll through, I think, very quickly for the 5-minute chat. Yeah, I literally did the reaction yesterday, so it's still very fresh in my mind what I was kind of saying. But here I was kind of ripping into this guy for being a tramp, because I was like, oh yeah, this was Rebecca's kind of flashback, seeing her mum just do the dishes, cook the food for the husband, and she was like, I'm kind of having none of this, and dipped out into woodwork, I guess, which I was kind of vibing with. Obviously all the guys were laughing, and then this suave criminal came up, and I clicked on that he was the guy that's showed up at a doorstep. So thought that was a good intro as well, and then that kind of happened, which we saw anyway. This scene was actually even my favourite of the entire episode, so I mean this probably says a lot about it, but this was a great scene. Like he sees his mum obviously making him a sandwich, which is kind of like the running theme of this episode, was Rebecca not wanting to be that kind of wife, which was, I was pointing out, was obviously extremely common back then. This is just a wife's life. Depressing.
Is this a pickle parade?
Pickle parade, and he throws it on the floor, and he's like, "No,
what's that?
This is the best scene."
It's fine, Jack.
No, really, it's not fine.
This was the best scene of the entire.
Don't touch it.
The scene. Lima is like, either we move out now, or I'm gonna kill him. That was like, I think it's. Yeah. This is the best line.
You know what? Go pack your things, okay? You're leaving.
Jack, stop.
You can pack your things, and I'll get you settled someplace new, or you can stay. And I'll kill him.
Best line. I know the audience coming out of the Mac, I apologise for that, but that was the best line of the entire episode. Then everyone's like, oh yeah, suddenly Kevin's made like a masterpiece of a film. I was pointing out that war films very rarely get good films out, like Fury and Hacksaw Ridge are the two most recent ones. Then they move out. This family seemed pleasant enough. Yeah, he was like talking to her. He was like, he's not doing, I want to do Randall stuff and save the day as always. She's getting prepped for her operation. Katie was, which was good. Obviously, I was talking about, it was like kind of intimidating that it could be like the last conversation they ever have. You just don't know. Obviously, they're trying to keep up their spirits until you be talking about how he's going to get remarried and all that if she dies. This was a kind of wholesome scene, and then this interview was questioning Kevin on Jack in Vietnam and what he kind of realizing that he doesn't actually know that much about his dad and his war days, which I thought was interesting. And from this point, I was like, oh, he's going to start looking into it. He'll start calling people. Oh yeah, Beth got fired. Pissed about that. I was like, you kind of tell like he didn't want to do it because she's the most likable to him, but she was the least valuable to the company. So I thought that was crap. She was saying how she worked there for like 13 years and then just got fired. I really enjoyed this scene, actually. That bit was funny where it's like, it's time for your sperm sample as soon as Randall comes in.
Tell me you used Miles. I just wanted to be here for you. Anyways, look, I'm here now. Whatever you need, I got you.
This is a good
All
scene.
hands on deck. Thanks.
Mr. Damon?
Yeah.
Time to give your sperm sample.
This is unfortunate timing.
Yeah, yeah. That was a really good scene. Then yeah, Kate gets sent to this flashback. I was like, I did say I usually hate dream sequences, but this one, of course, This Is Us is the one example where it actually kind of works. She sees like her past selves, and they're having a conversation about, oh yeah, I pointed out as well how rare it must be for them to have a scene with Milo in like the current present day characters, because he's passed away in their present day, so they very rarely get to actually have scenes with him. They do sometimes, like when Randall was high, I pointed out like he had a scene with him, but it was kind of nice to see present day Katie with Jack. That conversation was fine. This was a really good scene as well. Him wanted to say he really wants to look after his mum, and they were talking about what like their dreams are, and her dream is singing, and his is he just wants a family and a house and loads of kids and all that stuff. I thought this is a really wholesome scene. I did point out she kind of disappears like Batman very quickly. Like she might actually be Batman. He turns around to go see his mum and turns back and she's gone instantly. It's like literally within a second, so I thought that was kind of spooky. Really good scene where William was pointing out that she shouldn't stand idle just twiddling with her wedding ring, and Dad made me a little bit worried about Randall and Beth a little bit. Is she going to put up with it for much longer, like him wanting to always be in action and do stuff? Here I was like, I bet Kevin regrets not questioning him about the war, and you could tell like he definitely did, because he said he didn't want to have any questions. This, very good scene. This is my second favourite scene. Toby and Randall opening up about Randall's anxiety and Toby's depression, two things they didn't actually know about each other. And they'd been like, man don't talk about emotions. Like taking the piss out of that scene, I thought was quite good as well. So this was my second favourite scene of the episode for sure. The first being Jack telling the bomb that he's going to kill his dad if they don't move out. This is a pretty cool scene. And just all Kate's talking to Jack and saying that she got to go. Dream sequence didn't last too long. It was literally 2 scenes, which I liked. I think any other show would have really milked that, but they did not. Randall learns to say sorry to her. Oh, yeah, I completely banked over that. So, end of episode 2, I was obviously completely on Randall's side with Kate's wording. With, you know, she worded that thing very poorly. But then I kind of went back to Kate's side, because then Randall was trying to make out that she really had a problem with adoption or something. Like, very strange. I kind of was with Randall, then I was with Kate, then I was with Randall again, and then I ended up back with Kate on the siding side of things, because I just think Randall's wording was very off. I was saying he should have had a problem with her saying that he doesn't consider Randall to have a piece of Jack with him. That was the point I thought he was going to hammer on, but then he started hammering on about how she just doesn't want to adopt, which I thought was a bit strange, but they resolved it within an episode, and then Randall's like, I'll be Superman and travel. This is telling her that there's another man, there's Jack and all that, which we knew was going to happen eventually. This character got beat up, not her, but her daughter, I think, got beat up, and she was just saying how people always say things and never act on it. And then he comes in and is like basically going to run for politics, which I thought would be very interesting for Randall's character. I feel like he is that type of character where he's going to, again, I'm going to point it out, he's going to think it's going to be so easy to get into politics and just change the world or change his, you know, the town and cities he's in. But I think he's going to get hard hitting when he realises it's not as easy as you can just do things whenever you want. There's a lot of hoops you have to jump through in politics to get shit done, and I think that's going to annoy him. It's going to annoy him, so I think him being in politics could be quite interesting. And then we got a close-up shot of Beth twiddling with her wedding ring, as William pointed out. So this is him reaching out to someone who was in the war with Jack. I pointed out that he just lost his leg, so there's a story there. Going to run with politics, so she's twiddling with her wedding ring. And then she goes to see Jack, and she's like, "Do you want to move? Do you want to move to LA?" I forgot what it was. Do you want to move away? And he's like, "Yeah, you know, I want to move." So that's sound. And then I really like this scene as well. Like, he saw him doing the dishes, and she was like mind blown. Like, what the fuck, a man doing the dishes? What is this? But then I also like that she kind of came to help because it's showing, you know, that their relationship was always 50-50. Yeah, she's like, "Do you want to move?" And he's like, "Yeah, I want to move." And they're dead happy doing the dishes together. So, yeah, overall, it was a good episode. I think I gave it an 8 out... Well, I did give it an 8 out of 10, so it's still, like, that's, like, the average rating for This Is Us anyway. It wasn't, like, the best episode the show's done. It wasn't the weakest either. It's, like, one of the really, really good ones. So, it is unfortunate that the reaction kind of got lost. I'd say there's about 4 really good scenes in here. Jack saying that will kill his dad. Randall and Toby's talk about anxiety and depression I thought was good. Kevin realising that he doesn't actually know that much about his dad in the war was decent. This scene in the shop I thought was quite cute. The flashback with William was good. That's about it really. I'd say Running for Politics is more like potential for good storylines. So yes, that is the episode. I really do apologise again. I know I'm harping on about it now that it got lost. It unfortunately just happens. It doesn't even happen from time to time. It's really not one of those. It's just one of those unfortunate errors. That was going to happen at some point. Things like this do happen, but it's just I was kind of lucky to have it not happen for like 3.5 years. But here we are. My own fault. It wasn't the camera corrupted or anything like that. It was I literally deleted the footage without double checking that it was actually on the Mac. But there we go. Overall, decent, very good episode, and I will upload on Patreon. I'll do a double This Is Us. Maybe not next week because I'm doing Vikings Valhalla, but I'll make sure to do a double upload for This Is Us, possibly the week after that one, because then Arcane Euphoria would have been done as well, and Vikings Valhalla, so I'll have a bit more of an open week, so we'll make sure to do a double upload just to make up for this error on that. So yeah, anyway guys, take care. Sorry again. If you want to know any of the other thoughts I had on certain scenes, just ask questions, and like I said, I literally filmed it yesterday, so it's very fresh in my mind. But yeah, I'll see you next time for episode 4, which will have a reaction, I'd hope. Until then, take care. Peace.